Axis Soviet Union has supported the Egyptian by providing military weapons during 1967 war and the 1973 war, and with the help of the Soviet Union we have acquired what we call the victory in 1973. And later on, the diplomatic support of the Soviet Union and the Russian Federation afterwards in the United Nations to support all the Arab causes, especially the Palestinian cause, or the cause of Syria. You see the stand of the Russian Federation behind the Syrian government, and without the help of the Syrian government, I think the Syrian government could have fallen for a long time ago. But because of the support of the Russian Federation and other powers in the area like Iran, I think the President Bashar was standing in the fight against terrorism in his country. This is one thing, and I think this is from the benefits for the Russian Federation. From our benefit, I think we also provide very good assistance to the Russian Federation, I mean the Arabs, especially in particular the Egyptian, because I think because of the economic embargo the West is going to impose upon the Russian Federation because of Ukraine. So I think they need us and we need them. So this is the point, and I think it has been culminated in the visit while President Sisi was defense minister. He visited Russia, and also the Russian defense minister and the foreign minister, Mr. Lavrov, has visited Egypt last year as well. So I think that the mutual concern is there, and we should support the good relations which has existed, and we hope that by the visit of President Putin to Egypt, it will continue in the future, if not to increase or enhance the momentum in the relationship.
Dr. Hassan, let me ask you, to what extent will these visits serve to solidify and enhance bilateral ties?
Okay, if you allow me first, we're talking about the visit of Russia, and Russia is a superpower. This is the title. And when we're talking about superpower, we're talking about superpower in military, we're talking about superpower in economy and in infrastructure, a lot of things. So allow me to spend a few minutes to go over some data about Russia. Actually, Russia is the largest in size country in the world. They are number one. They are bigger than China, which is 1.3 billion population there. Now even bigger than the United States and all this other country. The population is 146 million people there. It used to be 250 or 265 in the Soviet Union, but it decreased now to 146. The GDP is very close to $4 trillion. The average income very close to $25,000 per capita. By the way, only 30 years ago it used to be less than $2,000. This is how much they grow. They are the ninth economy in the world in power. They are the sixth, if you really make statistics on the purchasing power. They are the sixth in the world. They have a very large, they are the largest when it comes to the reserve of the money. This country has now over $600 billion in reserve. They are one of the largest producers of oil. They are one of the largest producers of gas. They have of course, metals. They have coal. They are the second in the world when it comes to coal. They are one of the top 5 countries in the United Nations, like I said. They are one of the top 5 countries countries, we export 30% of the world importations of weapons. Russia exports 30%. We export to almost 80 countries. After they're becoming really Russia army is in budgets coming is the third just right after United States and China.
So how about you tell me as well how this visit is so pivotal for Egypt and for Russia, as Ambassador Hassan pointed out that it's a mutual relationship?
Okay. There are more to continue actually so the audience really feel how strong is Russia. So we're talking about a very strong partner here, not just an ordinary one. Our relation with Russia goes for a long, long time. Actually, it goes with the churches in the 1500s. But our real relations in business, it came in Nasser time when they really built the high dam, and they helped us building the high dam, and of course they helped us with their advisors in the military. Like His Excellency the Ambassador mentions, we expelled the people in the 73, advisors, and we have very good relations for a few years. Now things turn around, and we need them in specific areas. And of course, because they are isolated in this particular time, they need us as well.
Makes sense. Because I would like you to clarify that.
Okay. We need them in different areas. If we talk about military, we definitely need them. There's a lot of replacement of weapons, and I think we are in the way to make contracts with some weapons. By the way, they are number one in the world when it comes to tankers, for example. And they have very high numbers and a lot of sophisticated weapons. We need them when it comes to energy. Most of the people doesn't know that Russia now is one of the top countries in the world in energy. Okay, and when it comes to nuclear, as a matter of fact, they have developed a mobile nuclear plant. So if we really intend to go, we have a problem in Egypt for the energy. Very, very clear problem. And at the same time, we're trying to look for the efficiency, what the least cost and the more efficient, so to solve this problem. I think Russia is one of the countries that can help us very, very substantially in this area.
Yeah, indeed there have been talks about building a nuclear power station in Egypt with Russian help.
Of course, it's going to be a tender, and a lot of other countries are going to bid as well, but what I'm saying here, they are very capable to compete. Okay? So, military, nuclear energy, not only nuclear energy, as a matter of fact, they are very sophisticated when it comes to electrical generating electricity. One of the, I think they are number 3 in the world. They build electrical power plants. They're also very sophisticated when it comes to space, satellites. Okay, again, I think we all know we need some satellites. This will help us in the military and will help us, of course, in all the technology in our areas. And we can go deeper and deeper. We can go back and say, okay, how about the old factories they built for us, like the iron work factory and fertilizing factories, which is practically stopped completely now. So if they can really help us with the least expense and up to date these factories and make it workable again, just imagine how many millions of people will have jobs and what that will add to the GDP of Egypt. Okay? I can really talk for hours the number of benefits we can get from Russia if we do it right.
So how important is it that this 2-day visit is fully utilized, and will it be a stepping stone, if you will, for the March summit?
Okay. The March summit project is, of course, for the whole international. I think the people in charge, they have already as a proof what they're looking for as an investment from the whole world. And I think they already got some promising, maybe already initial contracts from different countries. So let's assume we're looking for 200 billion US dollar investment divided in 2 or 3 years. Okay. I think we need a country like Egypt to come and invest here, not only Egypt, but its neighbors, okay, which is some of their neighbors, they still have a good relations, especially the one in the Asian. I think Egypt has offered them a duty-free area, the Suez Canal area. If we succeed to sign a contract with them, that's an additional, benefits to the whole meaning of this visit.
Okay, let me ask you, Ambassador Hassan, when you come to the significance of the timing of such a visit, what can you tell us about that?
The significance of time, the visit, this it comes in a very critical time in Egypt because we are fighting terrorism in the whole area, not in Egypt, in Iran. We are fighting the terrorism in Sinai and in other places, and we are exposed to international terrorism from other sides. So this is one very important aspect of the visit. So I think we need the support of the Russian Federation or the Russian state of Russia, not on diplomatic side only, but also in the military and the economic side, because Egypt is going in a very critical time for economically, and we need support for, as my colleague Dr. Hassan has already mentioned, we have so many factories and are out of work, so and most of them, I think, we the worst is Russian machinery or excess of it